Hey everyone, happy Sunday. We're gonna wait another minute or so, let anyone jump in that wants to jump in and stretch with us a little bit. But what's up? Hope you guys are doing well and having fun with or getting prepared for Murph. Some of us have probably already done it, and some of us are probably getting ready to do it. So we'll get some good either Pre-Murph mobility or post-Murph mobility. So we'll wait a few more seconds. Let anyone else jump in. What's up? What's up? Hey everyone. I got my mom here with me. She's gonna stretch with us too. She's doing Murph with me tomorrow. We're gonna hit it tomorrow. So excited. So before we get into all the stretching, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'll do this video live for whoever wants to either watch it or follow along with it, and then I'll upload it to my YouTube page. So if maybe you want to use it as a good Murph warm-up or Murph cool down, it'll be there for you and you can follow along with us later on. All right, so we'll get into it. So we're gonna go back up to our mats really quick. Like I said, what this style kind of mobility is just gonna be, it's I'm structuring it like how I would kind of warm up for Murph. If you've already done Murph, you can use it as a good cool down stretch because you know Murph always gets us pretty sore. So you probably, if you've already done it, you might be feeling a little stiff. This will be a good cool down for you guys. But if not, like I said, I'm planning on doing it tomorrow, so I got to get super loose and feeling good so we can hit it hard. So first we're going to start on our feet. We're going to start in a wide sumo stance, a little bit of old school stretching to start. I'm going to reach down right in between my feet, and you can either relax your hands on the ground, stretch out those hamstrings, or you can grab your elbows, kind of sink a little bit farther. You can rock a little bit side to side. Really breathe through each of these stretches. We're not going to rush through any of them. Then go ahead and put your hands back on the floor. We're going to reach over to our right foot. Hang out there for a minute. Take some big, deep breaths. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take, if you're reaching over to your right foot, you're going to bend your left knee. And we're going to start stretching out that adductor. So you're going to lean and bend that left knee till it's falling right over your toe. And you should feel that stretch right through that inner thigh or through that adductor. Really lean away from that right foot. Try to keep those hands close to that foot. Good. Back to center. I'll turn at an angle so you guys can see that a little bit better. Then we're going to reach over to our left foot, do that same thing. We'll start with both of those legs straight. There's a spider on my mat. Good, now we're going to bend that opposite leg. So we're going to bend our right leg this time, kind of sink into that hip, stretch out that adductor, that inner thigh. We need to loosen all those muscles around our hips so they're ready to do all those squats, all that running. 300 squats is a big task, so those hips need to be ready. Good, back up, straighten those feet. You can come back up to center. We're going to stay in that wide sumo stance. I'm going to just go at an angle. I'm going to share your mat a little bit. We're going to get some inchworms up, out into that front leaning rest and get some scat push-ups. Start moving at those shoulders. So I'm going to put my hands on the ground, lots of weight on those hands. Walk my hands out to the top of a front leaning rest. Give me 3 scat push-ups. Keep those elbows straight. Just move at those shoulders and then walk those hands back in between those feet. We're going to get that 4 times. Walk those hands out to a front leaning rest. 3 scat push-ups. Also call these push-up plus. Put lots of weight on those hands. We also got lots of push-ups in Murph, so those shoulders need to be ready. Walk those hands back. One more of those. And walk those hands back. Very nice, everyone. All right, we're gonna go down to our backs next. Make sure you guys can see me. We're gonna start working on those hammies. We got some running to do right before and to start Murph and to finish Murph. So we're gonna start stretching out those hamstrings. What I want you to do is dorsiflex that foot. We're gonna do straight leg raises. So all you need to do is pick that foot up to the sky. You should feel a good stretch in that hamstring. We're gonna do 8 on one side, 8 on the other side. Keep that foot flexed like your foot is flat to the ceiling above you. 8 on one side, then 8 on the other side. Good. After that, stay on your back right there. Let's get some roll backs and reach through. So we'll roll back, tap those feet over your head as far as you can or as best you can. Reach through in that pancake straddle as far as you can for 4 reps. Roll back, tap those feet over your head, reach through in that pancake straddle. Is that 4? Mm-hmm. Awesome. After that, let's roll over to our quadruped position, our hands and our knees. We're going to start with some big hip rotation, so keep that midline nice and tight. We're just trying to move from that hip joint with that big circle with that knee out and around. We're going to go 4 forward, 4 backwards, then switch it up, same thing on the other side. Try not to wiggle too much at your midline. Try not to twist and turn, just moving from that hip. Good, next we're gonna do something very similar. We're gonna do some hip cars. So we're just, again, trying to move from that hip joint, making sure it's loose and ready to move. So we're gonna start with kicking that heel straight to the sky. All I want you to do is pick that knee and rotate it up out to the side. Hold it there for a second, then go back to the back. We'll do 3, moving back and forth. Try to keep your knee bent to that 90-degree angle. That glute should be burning, it should be working. 3 on one side, 3 on the other side. Good. After that, relax and shake it out for a second. Next, we're going to go into down dog. Head through your shoulders. That awesomely cool yoga pose we use a lot. Let's stretch out our calves because we're going to be doing lots of running. Need to make sure those calves are loose and those ankles are warm. So alternate that weight being put on one foot. You can pump those calves a little bit. And then cross one foot over the other, bend that knee a few times, get down in that Achilles. Cool, cool. Let's go ahead, step forward into a forward lunge. Elbow to midfoot. Now we're about to go through a pretty big flow. That's really gonna get those hips loose. Get you guys feeling really good for some squatting. So we're gonna start with elbow to midfoot. Notice when I'm doing these forward lunges, my shin is vertical. It's not tucked under my hip like that. That shin needs to be vertical, and just try to reach that elbow as far as you can to the ground. It's okay if you can't get to the ground right away. Good, next we're gonna sit back, stretch out that hamstring. Then we're gonna go into a big hamstring stretch. I'm gonna take my back knee off the ground, go to that little bit of an old school hamstring stretch. Then I'm gonna take my back foot. It's really gonna help if you guys watch my different colored shoes, which foot to move back. So I'm gonna move the blue foot forward into my squat stance. Then I'm gonna drop my hips really low. First squat of the day. So we'll take a minute here, rock a little bit side to side, work out those hips. Then we're gonna take all the slack out of that spine, pull that chest tall. Raise those hips, stretch out those hamstrings. Then I'm gonna take that same foot, my blue foot is gonna step back to that hamstring stretch. Good, good. Back into down dog. We're gonna switch it up, do the same thing on the other side. Step forward into that forward lunge, elbow to midfoot. Rock a little bit side to side, loosen up that hip. Then we're gonna sit back, stretch out that hamstring. Keep breathing through each of these stretches, big deep breaths. Then we're gonna take that back knee off the ground, go into that big hamstring stretch. Now I'm gonna take my back foot, step it forward into my squat stance, so the white foot this time. Drop those hips low into that squat stance again. This time try to sit a little bit lower. Those hips should be getting a little looser. Pull that chest tall. Raise those hips, stretch out those hamstrings. Take that same foot, step it back into that hamstring stretch. Then we're gonna go back into down dog. We're gonna go one more time, a little bit quicker through on each side. So go ahead, step forward into that forward lunge, back to that first foot. Elbow to midfoot. Sit back, stretch out that hamstring. Back knee comes off the ground, big hamstring stretch. Step that back foot forward, drop those hips low into the bottom of that squat. Pull that chest tall, flatten out that back. Raise those hips, stretch out those hamstrings. Right foot goes back. Back into down dog. Switch it up one more time on the other side. Elbow to midfoot. Sit back, stretch out that hamstring. Good, I hope we're doing good over there, you guys. Take that back knee off the ground, stretch out that in that big hamstring stretch. Step forward into your squat stance, drop those hips low one last time. They should be really, really loose at this point. Pull all the slack out of that spine, raise that chest tall, and then raise those hips, stretch out those hamstrings. Step back into that hamstring stretch one more time, and then we're finished in down dog. All right, let's work on our shoulders a little bit for some push-ups that we got coming up. So go ahead, take one arm, we're gonna go chest stretch. We're gonna reach one arm out to the side, turn that chest away, get the front side of that shoulder. I like to rock a little bit up and down, work different angles on that shoulder. Then alternate sides, make sure you loosen it up on both sides. We're gonna get a couple each way. After you got a couple of those, we're gonna go reach through. So I'll take one arm, stretch it through the other arm, press the back side of that shoulder to the ground. Same thing, let's alternate, get a couple each side. Very nice. After those, we're gonna go all the way down to our stomach. We're gonna get some shoulder swimmers. So I'm gonna lay it flat on my belly. My hands will start over my lower back. We're just gonna do 3 of these. Those shoulders should be getting looser. I'm gonna pinch my shoulder blades together, try to raise those hands off of my lower back, then swim them in a big circle up, out and around, all the way till they're over my head. Then back the way you came with that big circle. Try to be reaching long, long, long. That's 1. 2 more. Two, be active. Keep reaching, warm, make those muscles work. And relax, good. We'll shake it out. Go. Next, we're gonna go into the top of that front leaning wrist. We're gonna get some twist and a reach. So I'm gonna be active through my post arm on the ground, twist and reach to the sky. We're gonna get 4 on each side, or 8 total. Reach long at the top, pinch those shoulder blades together. Try to touch the sky or the ceiling above you. One more. Nice, shake it out one more time. We're gonna get ready for our push-ups. We're just gonna warm up a few of some hand release push-ups. Make sure those scaps are ready to go and you're being active through that whole way. So if you need to drop to your knees to warm up these push-ups, you can. I'm gonna do them on my toes. Mom is gonna do them on her knees, so you can watch both. So I'm gonna go down to my chest, pick those hands up off the ground, push all the way back into that front leaning rest. Let's get 4 of them. Awesome. We're good on our shoulders there. Let's come up to our feet. Last few things, we're gonna warm up some dynamic stretches just in place to get ready for our run. So we're just gonna either find a line or just do it in place. Just get about 10 to 20 ankle hops, all right? Now I want to get 10 lateral hops, so I'll face you guys. I'm going to go side to side for 10 reps. Very good. Now we're going to get some A skips, knees nice and tall. Pretend like you're running. Want to see those arms pumping in place. So A skips, knees nice and tall. Stay light on those feet just like we run. Now we're going to switch to some froggy skips. I'll face you guys. I'm going to drive my knee out to the side, similar to an A skip. Froggy skips, drive those knees out to the side. Very nice. And we're going to finish with some butt kickers. Lots of touches. Woo! All right. If you guys followed along, that was a nice long Murph warm-up. Hope you guys are feeling loose and everything. Before you start Murph, make sure you're getting some good reps of those air squats, of those regular push-ups. Make sure your shoulders and your hips are feeling good. Make sure when we're doing Murph, it is fun to go hard and go fast. We always make sure our movement quality stays up to par as far as getting that full depth on my air squats, getting that full range of motion in my push-ups all the way chest to deck, and then all the way up, getting my chin above the bar on those pull-ups. That's the really awesomeness of Murph, is when you can do it hard, do it fast, but do it with your good form and stay safe, all right? Hope you guys liked that one. Thanks, Mom, for joining me. Like I said, it's gonna be up on, it's gonna be up on my YouTube page if you ever wanna go back and hit a good Murph warm-up or cool down there. And just use it anytime you want. It's a good stretch. Like, I feel nice and warm now. Could go do some snatching, could go do any type of workout really there. So hope you guys liked it. Before I head out, make sure if you have any questions, type them in really quick. I'll answer them before I head out. But other than that, you guys have fun with Murph. Attack it, but also be smart if you're coming back from quarantine. It's okay if you need to hit a variation of Murph. I just want you guys to be smart, be safe, but then hit a nice, strong, hard workout. All right, any questions? I'll hang out for about 1 more minute before I gotta head out. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for all the waves. Thanks, guys. This will be posted on my YouTube page after, so you can go back and watch it if you're just now jumping in. Hope you guys are having a great Sunday and enjoying sometime before. If you're around here, around me, it's gonna start raining later today, so I'm trying to get some outdoorsy things in. All right, no questions. I'm gonna head out. You guys keep being awesome. Thank you for watching, jumping in, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.